Hey everybody, what's up? And that's my impression of a steam train coming to an end. Goodbye. Now, I need to learn to keep my big fucking mouth shut. I do. Remember the whole Super Santa Claus bullshit? Yeah, so does my nephew. Because he's not fucking stopped asking me fucking questions, about Santa Claus. And I would make a video about all the fucking questions, but him being a 4-year old, he has infinite fucking questions somehow. I don't know how it fucking works. Like, he just somehow fucking, he comes up with more bullshit. I see now why people don't make complex mythos around fucking Santa Claus, because it's not fucking worth it. I'm having to start fucking taking notes on this fucking shit. That's how many fucking, so I don't fucking contradict myself and ruin his stupid view of fucking Christmas. That's the thing I don't get. His parents don't believe in God, but they like, we're not going to teach him about God or Jesus or any of that claptrap, but no, fucking Santa Claus, yep. It's like, why lie to him on that one? Just like, be like, look, we give you the fucking presents. Like, fuck, seriously, like, I bought him fucking shit. Like, me. Not fucking some dopey motherfucker. Like, I hope he never fucking watches my videos. So fuck him. Fucking little twat. Anyways, I'm just gonna go through some of the more fucked up questions. Well, not really fucked up, the ones that led to more fucked up scenarios. For example, like Santa, like how does Santa gain access to like modern toys? Because he looks at the toys on the shows, on the Santa shows, and he's like, no, like they're like either wooden toys or they're like cheap dollar store toys. So one, that's like shows he's observant. I like that. Shows he's got a fucking chance in life. He's not gonna be like fucking picked upon like a fucking, like a dead wildebeest or something. I don't know. I'm fucking. I went to fucking take Ginger to fucking vet, so like I'm already buzzed because if I wasn't, I'd be like, oh my god, I got a puppy dog. I got a fucking. So I'm fucking. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so like, how does Santa Claus gain access to like Nintendo and like shit like that? He didn't say shit like that. I was like, good question, good question. I was like, well, now I could in this situation, in this scenario, like crib from like Ernest goes to fucking Ernest Saves Christmas, but no, not doing that. Where Santa Claus has a bag and you just reach in and whatever the fuck you want. Because then, like, that's too magical, Because then he'd be like, I want a fucking dinosaur. Why can't Santa give me a dinosaur? Or like, I want money. Like, lots of it. Like, I want at least $500 every year. No. So, it's magic bag out of the fucking question. Too many problems. So I was like, okay, Santa Claus is immortal, right? I've already told you that. So he basically has founded every toy company and every electronic company in existence. He owns them all, everything. So basically, he founded them and then he put like his people in charge. That's where the international brother, what was it? The International Legion of Santa Claus come in. They run the toy companies and the electronic firms. So I was like, that's how he gets that. So it actually, ties back into that fucking bullshit. I was like, that's why you see the fake Santa Clauses in the stores. You know, they're there keeping an eye on their shit. So okay, there was that one. Next one was next one I wanted to talk about was one about aliens, which I didn't know he believed in aliens, but then again, he also fucking believes that I've hired a team of Venezuelan mercenaries to come here Christmas Eve to fight a fucking demon with my magical powers. So yes, he'll fucking believe anything, it seems. So he asked, like, does Santa Claus go to aliens? Like, do they, what happened there? So I was like, shit. Mm. So when he said Santa Claus aliens, my mind, being a Mystery Science Theater fan, instantly goes Santa Claus versus the Martians. So I basically changed it up a bit. So I was like, well, in the late 1940s, after World War II, under a secret United Nations mission that nobody knew about except for the head of the United Nations at the time. Um, uh, and I can't remember the fucking head of the United Nations at that time was. Probably just said some random fucking name like Bob Bingleback Slaphead, Billy Bob. So I was like, that was one of the first things the United Nations did. They were like, we know there are Martians here, you know, we need somebody who can be peaceful with them, and like Santa Claus. So they sent Santa Claus into space, but little did they know that right at that moment on Mars there was the Martian Civil War between the great wise King Keenmar and the villainous warlord Voldar. Well, sadly, before Santa Claus could get there, Voldor had secured his power and, killed the royal family, and there was only a ragtag resistance led by one of the only few royal retainers left, Drapo. So, Santa Claus gets there. He's held prisoner for at least 20 years until Drapo and his Martian. I'm going to hell for this shit. Because now I have convinced there's Martians, and they captured, tortured Santa Claus. I basically described to him what happened to John McCain. I even described that like scene where it's like, and one night one of the Martian guards, like who just that day beat him, looked down at him and drew a little Christmas tree. And it's like, I'm a bastard. I truly fucking am. So he escapes. Meanwhile, on Earth, and this is another reason why I'm a bastard. The Cold War has started because the Americans and think the Soviets have taken Santa Claus for their own dastardly uses, and the Soviets think the Americans have, and that's how the Cold War started, and that's why we fought in Korea and Vietnam. Look, fuck you. Seriously, he's 4. He's not gonna have to deal with the Cold War for at least another 4 fucking years, at fucking least. Probably, probably 6. Seriously, what, you know. That's not the most fucked up thing I did either. Like, that's coming up. So anyways, Santa Claus fights. He leads the resistance to ousting King Volmar and instilling the lost Princess of Mars, Princess Gurmar, as the rightful ruler of Mars, and then he comes back in the late 80s, and, that's why he's here now. And that's why the Cold War ended. He came back, like, in 89. So, yep. So that's my answer to fucking how Santa Claus deals with aliens, motherfucker. So the next one, this one fucking threw me for a loop. I was like, fuck. Because I knew this shit was coming one day from him. I was hoping this was the one question he wouldn't ask me. He asked me who Black Santa Claus was. I was like, fuck. So, thinking quickly, I threw a Cave Johnson out. I was like, let me answer that with a question. Who wants candy? So I gave him some fucking candy, and while he was busy with that shit, I ran down, got some fucking inspiration. One lungful of inspiration later, came back up with the story of John Dynamite Santa, a slave who was working in a Confederate coal mine at the time because Santa Claus had placed an embargo on the Confederacy of the United States of America. It's one of the few times in history Santa Claus has ever done that, has placed a complete embargo. He didn't even give the Confederates coal. That's why they were... Is that fucking thing here? I keep seeing the fucking light. Anyways. So So, anyways, John was working in this coal mine, and he overhears the Confederate generals planning to assassinate Santa for this fucking, for supporting the Union. Now, John ain't gonna have fucking none of this shit, so he tries